friends and colleagues, I first must ask you to excuse me because I'm not a speaker at all, and especially I have to speak in English, which is not my mother tongue, and I'm not that educated in this language that I can say like our Sri Adya Rangacharya that he can show off his English. I can't. Well, I have come here with, like a learner. I have attended this seminar to learn something, and I don't say this out of some false modesty, because I have been doing this work for some time, and I have been feeling of late that the things that we normally speak of, we always speak the half-truths. And that has been my feeling also here, that whenever we try to say something very categorically, we perhaps smuggle in about, if not more, 50% of a mistaken statement in it. For example, if we say, this is my feeling, and I want to place it before you, perhaps some of us may be thinking in this line, that, for example, as they say, it's a very correct word to say that there must be some sort of nasha in you to be able to go on with this work. Correct, absolutely correct. But nasha cannot be the only justification of an artwork. There are so many different nashas, and they are not very good to the society. There must be some other reasons, other forces which act. Apna Bhai Shamanand Jalan, he said that we need a different sort of audience who will understand it. That's correct. But who comes first, the egg or the hen? First you do the thing and then the audience is created, or you want the audience to be created first and then you do the artwork? I don't know. Now, but his contention is also correct. You are not doing it. I mean, we are not doing it for just the ordinary persons who come in for a bout of, what should I say, some sort of enjoyment of the very low category. No, not that. But at the same time, we can't say that we must have an audience first. If we say that, then I think Mahatma Gandhi would have had every right to say that I must first have a good nation and then start the work of nation building. Now, then again, there are so many different things. For example, somebody says that we must follow the tradition. Well, I don't know what that exactly means. The tradition is there. If the tradition has no pull on me, if I have to think about it all the time to keep it, undisturbed, it's almost like a glass thing, and you can't keep it. It's bound to be broken. If the tradition is inside me, it is bound to come out. Now, and at the same time, I don't say that we will all leave these things and, say, copy others, which we unfortunately very much do. That also is not the point. We have to find out what we have, what sort of, wealth we have in our country, in the thoughts of the persons who have done before us. And once we think in that way, the things that they have done, we can sit down and criticize them and categorize them. It's all very easy. But we must also remember the terms of reference. The reference is to their time and to the space that they were living in. So, I can very well say that this man, for example, me, I have been a Gadha, for example. But any amount of calling names will not turn me into a horse. It is better that somebody who feels like a horse, let him work like a horse and not follow my path, which is of an ass. Now, these are always, whenever we sort of stand here, we forget that we are always temporally connected with other things. We sort of feel that we are in a glass case and we can pass judgment almost in an eternal way. We cannot. And there is also the practical side of things. For example, whether some royalty will be paid to the dramatists, or if it is at all necessary for us to stand here and talk about the problems of the directors or dramatists. These are all, it has got two different levels. One is the very practical one. Yes, maybe it's very important that 5 rupees should be paid for every performance to the playwright. It's all right. But if that is a thing which we are going to discuss about, then we will miss other things which is on the aesthetic level. And if we bring the aesthetic level, then we will miss the practical side of the thing. So this seminar for some 2 hours in the morning, it has been a very good opening, I must say, but it's not enough. We have to sit down again. If we are serious about it, we have to be relevant. It is very natural that we will be speaking all sorts of things in the beginning, but we must cull out the important, relevant points from them and again sit down, and not with such a big gathering where, of course, present company is always exempted, but there are some persons who come here to see the film stars. And it's better that we sit down without them and talk seriously about the things which we seriously feel about. And this is all that I have to say. I hope.